Go tell your friends about it. Go tell your friends about it.
Good morning, guys. JT here, and here are my takeaways. I hope that you find them of value. Number one, timing the market. I actually did a video a good 3 years ago on timing the market. We were already in COVID, and people were thinking that property values were gonna come down. People were thinking that we were gonna have this catastrophic event. People were thinking that prices were gonna come down and something very, very crazy was gonna happen in the marketplace. But let's go back and analyze what happened to property values. Now, if anything catastrophic happened was interest rates went down to an all-time low, number one. And then number two, and I say catastrophic because although that was a good thing for us, it was also a bad thing for the marketplace. You see, when you make money so affordable, it creates this fake economy. Now, the really bad thing that happened was that a lot of people lost their life, right? We had COVID. Another really bad thing that happened was a lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of companies, restaurants went out of business. Another bad thing that happened was we printed so much money in such a short period of time that it drove inflation up. So, going back to timing the market, but before I tell you more about that, please be sure to take a look at the link on the description down below. I'm going to go ahead and place the link to that video I did 3 years ago, okay? Where for those of you that were timing the market that didn't buy a property, let me ask you a question. Do you believe that property values or property prices will come down? And if so, please drop your thoughts on the comment section down below. If you believe that property values aren't going to come down, also, please drop your thoughts on the comment section down below. Here is what I'd like to tell you about. Let me ask you a question. What is rent doing right now? Is rent going up or is rent going down? Also, what are gas prices doing right now? What are the cost for goods doing right now? Now, there's this rule of thumb that we used to go by that whenever rates went up, property values come down. Now, let me ask you a question. Has that happened? Let me ask you another question. Will it happen? I don't know. Maybe you know. I don't know what property values are going to do. Maybe you do. And if you do, or at least I'd like to know what your thoughts are on that. So, for those of you that are still timing the market, my question to you is, if you didn't buy a year ago, 2 years ago, when interest rates were in the 2.5%, 1.99%, when will you be buying? That's just a question. That is some food for thought. Number two, a good meeting. What is the definition of a good meeting? You ever go into a meeting and you talk, and you feel good, and you come out of the meeting walking all, your chest pumped, or, if you're a girl, you come out of the meeting just, putting your hair back, and you're like, damn, I kicked butt in that meeting. That was a great meeting. But was it a really good meeting? Was it a really good meeting? Now, let me ask you a question. What ultimately determines a good meeting? I'd like to know what your thoughts are on what ultimately dictates what a good meeting is. Now, for a different time, I'm going to tell you what I believe to be a good meeting is, okay? But here's what I would encourage you to do on your next meeting. Number one, let me share with you a couple of tips that will yield a good meeting. Number one, listen. Number two, listen. Number three, listen. Number four, take notes. And last but not least, be present. The last thing you want to do is be in that meeting and be thinking about what you're going to do on the weekend. Or the last thing you want to do is be in the meeting and be thinking about your boyfriend or girlfriend. That would not be a good meeting. And I share this with you because I've been in meetings, okay, where I come out of the meeting and I believe it's a great meeting. I kick butt, but then I ask myself, okay, well, why was it a good meeting, right? Now looking back, I'm like, I did all the talking. And I'll tell you something, nothing ever materialized from that meeting for a combination of a couple of reasons. Number one, I didn't listen to them. I didn't find out their pain points. I didn't take any notes. It was all about me. next time you go into a meeting, in order for you to avoid wasting your time more than anything, don't go in there and doing all the talking, okay? Listen, be present, take notes, and if you really have a way to solve their problem or a way to cater for them, so be it. And do it. And together, go take over the world. And that is what I believe is a good definition of a good meeting. Guys, I hope that you found this of value. If you did, please give it a thumbs up so we can mess with the algorithm. And then number 2, please send this video to a fellow entrepreneur that might benefit from this. Guys, JT here with JT's Takeaways. Have a great day and let's dominate.